So the media in this country do not exist to inform you, obviously, but to mislead you on behalf of the people in power. So it's not surprising the footage you're about to see has been hidden in years. It just surfaced in a PBS special, of all places. It shows the mayor of Washington, D.C., Muriel Bowser, and Tony Fauci in 2021 visiting residents in a black neighborhood in D.C. to push the COVID vaccine. And you can assess for yourself how well that went.
So this is Ward 8. It's the typical social determinants of health, where they don't get good medical care, they have a high degree of HIV, high degree of COVID-19, the lowest level of vaccination.
So I'm not going to be lining up taking a shot on a vaccination for something that wasn't clear in the first place. And then you all create a shot in miraculous time. It takes years to create vaccination.
Well, it used to take years.
If it allowed thousands of people like you don't get vaccinated, you're going to let this virus continue to percolate in this country and in this world.
Something like the common flu then, right?
You going to pass?
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
Because when you start talking about paying people to get vaccinated, when you start talking about incentivizing things to get people vaccinated, there's something else going on with that.
I won't keep you anymore.
It's okay, because y'all campaign is about fear. It's about inciting fear in people. You all attack people with fear. That's what this pandemic is.
So great. The people of Ward 8 may be poor, but they're not stupid. Notice Tony Fauci gazes at them like he's walking through the zoo with contempt and a little bit of fear. So he kept getting questions like this from the poor but not stupid people of Ward 8 in D.C. One lady asked Tony Fauci if the vaccine would prevent her from getting COVID, which is the most basic of all questions. Here's how Fauci responded.
I heard that it doesn't cure it, and it doesn't stop you from getting it.
No.
So
on the very, very, very rare chance that you do get it, even if you're vaccinated, you don't even feel sick. It's like you don't even know you got infected. It's very, very good at protecting you.
So it turns out the lady in the tank top was a lot closer to the target than Mr. Tony Fauci, the highest paid federal bureaucrat in the world. Raymond Arroyo is the author of The Unexpected Light of Thomas Alva Edison, and we're happy to have him join us tonight. Raymond, thanks so much for coming on. You work in D.C., you're familiar with the city. What do you make of this amazing and highly amusing tape?
Well, you know, first of all, this is on American Masters, Tucker. Now, when I watch American Masters, I want to see Sammy Davis Jr., Martha Graham, but now we have Tony Fauci, the master of deception maybe, but not an American master. He also, this crew followed him, Tucker, for 23 months, like he's Beyonce. You know, every move has to be captured by the camera. It is a remarkable document, though, of the common sense of people, even in very poor communities. They were saying what we were hearing from epidemiologists and virologists all over the country very early on. Mainly, these are leaky vaccines. They don't prevent infection or spread. And that man on the stoop, you got to give him props. There's a moment where he says, you are incentivizing this, you're paying us to take this, and that made him squeamish about it. There's a moment in the documentary, Tucker, where behind Fauci, they have a car, and on the car it says, win me. So all it costs to win this car is to allow them to give you the jab, offer your arm. I'm sorry, Mr. Rogers' neighborhood is a lot more friendly than Dr. Fauci's. You don't want him coming knocking on your door. That's frightening.
Well, what's so interesting is I spent my life in that city, diagonally across it, in the rich part of the city,
right,
where nobody had any questions about the government's motives here. It's interesting, in the poorest, most crime-ridden part of the city, everybody had a kind of gut skepticism that turned out to be well-warranted.
Yeah, well, and look, when not the Cookie Monster, but the Booster Monster comes looking for you, you better hide the kids. But I love that people were willing to confront him. But the arrogance, the arrogance toward these people was striking from Fauci. He already had a Disney Plus documentary. Now we got to get PBS in on the action. Come on.
I love it. All my Harvard-educated neighbors are like, oh, if CNN says it's okay, okay. And this guy doesn't have a job. He's like, what? No.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
I don't think so.
God bless
so
him.
Great.
Common sense, Tucker. It will save us.
Raymond Arroyo, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Subscribe to the Fox News YouTube channel to catch our nightly opens, stories that are changing the world and changing your life. From Tucker Carlson tonight.